Hello there. I'm Scotty. You're not. Welcome back to Halloween Horror Month. Welcome to the Amber Heard double feature. I guess. Yes, this is what I'm doing. All the boys love Mandy Lane, and tomorrow, possibly, I'm gonna do The Ward, John Carpenter's last movie. So apparently, this movie had a bit of a troubled history. It was filmed in 2006 and set to be released in 2006. It went to a film festival, Toronto Film Festival, and had rave reviews. Then Harvey Weinstein, of all people, bought the rights to sell it to uh, to put it out in theaters. For some reason, held a test screening. I watched Good Bad Flicks video on this, and I'm baffled by this. He bought it because they got so much high praise. So he had another test screening? I don't get it. What's the point? Like, you bought it. You bought it. You own it now. So why are you having another test screening? That screening should have been enough for you. We had another test screening, and the people in that screening didn't like it. So instead of ordering reshoots or doing anything with it, he just went, we'll put it on the shelf. And while it did get released in other countries, the UK and stuff like that, well, closer to this, it wasn't released here in America till 2013. That is 7 years later. But then the cast had all gone on to do other things. Amber Heard, she did The Ward. She did Pineapple Express. She did Drive Angry, And you had the main guy, the guy in this, Emmett, was going to be on a mic in the Twilight movies. Anson Mount went on to do other things. He was in this. Edwin Hodge, by that point, I think that year he would be in the I think it was 2013 that came out in the Purge, right? So yeah, the director did other movies, right? So I don't know. But yeah, and this tells the story of apparently Mandy Lane. She was a normal girl, and then she blossomed over the summer. TVs and movies, they're like, oh my God, look, she got hot over the summer. It's like, that's not how it happened. One of the most famous cases is the episode of Full House where DJ and Kimmy go to high school and they meet Kathy Santoni and don't recognize her because she got bigger over the summer. It is biologically improbable for you to boom like that over summer. I'm sorry. Right? Because it's implied in this, like this, that they were basically flat. And then within the 3 months they went, that's not how it works, I don't think. I'm not a woman, but I do have boobs and these things came gradually, okay? They didn't just pop up overnight when I was, well, this is from eating food, but you know what I mean. Tomé tacos. Mm. Yeah, but yeah, I don't know. I was kind of rolling my eyes at that. Oh, you changed over the summer. I'm like, what? The only thing I can think of that has definitely changed, and they did this in Glee. Got a boob job. That's the only thing. Because like they do a thing because the actress Naya Rivera got a boob job in between seasons 1 and 2, so they had to reference it. Oh, look, you got something done. Yeah, that makes sense. But if they did naturally, boom, boom, over the, that's not how that works. I don't think so. Just saying. But yeah, now the guys are all after her, and there's a specific guy whose name I do not remember. Look it up. Charlie? Nah, that's not Charlie. Oh, you gotta be. Of course. When I want to use this, it won't. I need batteries, and I don't want to get off. Empty. What about the other? Hold on. I might have it here. No. Damn it! I have to get up. Ah! I'll be right back. Alright, I got batteries and I got pulled up. So they go to this party. Dylan. This guy Dylan invites Mandy to the pool party, and she won't go without her best friend Emmett, right? So they go to this party, it's like right out of school. And then like at the party, Dylan's like, hey, you didn't bring a swimsuit? I'm like, how could she bring a swimsuit? You just took her from school. How she whatever. But they keep on picking on poor Emmett. And Mandy gets in the way, but yeah. So Dylan after getting drunk finds Emmett on the roof. I did like this exchange. He's like, "Hey man, let's get the fuck off my roof," or something like that. He's like, "Okay, how about this?" He dares him to jump from the roof into the pool, but because he's drunk, he's unable to do it, and just go on the concrete. And yeah, he did. So yeah. 9 months pass, and Mandy has now integrated herself into Dylan's popular friends. There's Red, who's planning the weekend, and no, he's not talking about putting his foot in people's asses. He's planning a weekend vacation to his farm, a ranch, yeah. And they invite her. And they also have Chloe. And then there's the football player, Bird, who is Edwin Hodge. And then romantic couple, Jake and Marlon, which is not a girl's name. But okay. Yeah. So yeah, they're walking. When they get there, and one of the girls won't take her vehicle over the bridge. But she's okay with getting in the car, and then Bird says, I'll walk. Because Mandy's like, I'll walk. She says, I'll walk with you. Okay, so they walk, and he's like, all the guys are going to try to get with you this weekend. I'm like, okay. He's like, I'm not like them, no. And then he says, can I kiss you? Oh, you're not like them. But you went, okay. He kisses her on the cheek. Then he tries to go in for a regular kiss. And she's like, she clearly doesn't want, she's like. And then Anson Mount's character shows up. Garth. It's right there. Garth. Party on Wayne. That's just sad. No. And he drives into the ranch. So, yeah, he doesn't care what they do as long as there's no trouble. So as the night gets going, they play a game of truth or dare. And Jake, he gets upset. So he takes off. And his girlfriend, Marlon, follows him. And she proceeds to give him head. And he's like, okay. She's like, she gets done. But it's been pretty long. I'm like, I thought they were going to, I thought, usually in scenes like this, it starts with, she starts going down, and then it cuts away. But no, we get the whole, we don't see anything, obviously, but no, the whole time, she's like, okay, my turn. And he's like, yeah, no way. He's like, what? I went down on you. He's like, yeah, but I don't have to do that to you. Why don't you go find the ranch hand? So then, this is gnarly. Killer shows up, breaks her fucking jaw with a barrel of a shotgun. Just breaks it. Then Jake tries to get in Mandy's pants. It doesn't work. So, he then takes the shotgun and they pick up truck to go search for her. He's drinking. They try to stop him. They're like, no. But he does. This is so you already know that she's dead, but he finds her sitting by a lake, and you're just like. And then the killer shows up, and it's revealed to be Emmett, who is out for revenge, I guess. And I went, huh? Emmett's the killer? One, why are we revealing this so quickly? And two, why? I thought it's going to be someone who is, was related to the guy that died at the beginning. So I thought, well, Anson Mount's going to be revealed to be that kid's older brother or something, or uncle, or something like that, and try to get revenge. Is getting revenge for them. No, I think they were trying to make you think that. If that's the case, then they shouldn't have revealed Emmett so quickly. But no, it's Emmett. And I went, okay. Oh, don't worry, it makes less sense as the movie goes on. So he shoots Jake in the head and breaks Marlon's neck, killing them both. They drive back to the ranch in Red's truck, and when Bird, he's shooting fireworks at them, and then Bird goes, I do like this, he runs up and he's like, hey Bird, Emmett, get in. I said get in. He gets in, and he doesn't use the gun, he slashes him with a knife and stabs him to death. Now you're wondering, he's got the gun, why hasn't he used, well, he used it once. He's used it once so far, he shoots Jake in the head. They do hear it, and Garth comes out and says, hey, ain't no gunshot, I hear the gunshot again, I'm calling your dad. And this is over. I don't care what you do, I don't care what you're drinking or what you're doing, just don't use there's no guns. So they all end up going and sleep in the house. Garth is also there to protect them. And I was confused because it gets to the next morning and I'm like, okay. Now I know a filmmaking standpoint they wanted to do this, but you have to have it make sense within the film. Why does Emmett just wait around till morning to come after them? From a standpoint of watching many films, wouldn't it be easier to wait till they fall asleep than sneak in and just start stabbing them to death? Ronnie DeFeo, I know that was a real thing, but I'm just saying, you don't know when everyone was sleeping. You've seen other slashers that kill people when they're asleep. It's a good vantage point for slashers. Right? Kevin Bacon wasn't asleep, but he was in bed, and they're high, so it's kind of like they're out of it. Yeah, I don't know, but yeah. But Garth starts to realize that something else is going on, and then they find the other bodies because it's just strewed up outside the thing, and Emmett shows up and just starts killing the rest of them. He shoots Garth, and Mandy's taking care of Garth, and then Red and Chloe try to run away to find Chloe's car that was left by the bridge, but Emmett catches up to them, shoots Red, and then goes after Chloe. They get to Garth's little shack thing that he has. She does. Excuse me. She gets the keys to his truck. And the bloody knife that Emmett used to kill Bird. It's very important, this knife. It is very important to how this movie does not make sense anymore. So, when she gets outside, Chloe's running towards her direction because Emmett's chasing her. And she comes up to her, she's like, okay, it's okay. And I called it. I'm like, she's in on it, isn't she? Sure enough. And I'm like, okay, nice twist, but it makes no sense. It makes no sense. Apparently she was using the fact that they all wanted to get with her even flirting with Chloe to try to mess with their heads and get them all messed up so that they were left unawares. And I'm just like, but why? And we find out that they were going to kill everyone, and then they were going to do a suicide pact. It was going to be pills, but then Emmett changes his mind. He wants to take the pills, or she's going to take the pills, and then he wants. This doesn't make any sense either. He wants her to take the pills, and then shoot him. But he says, "I want to watch you take them." But if she ODs before she shoots you, or is he going to shoot himself? And rightfully, she backs out of this. Because here's the thing. How do you know he's actually going to go through with it? It's a suicide pact. I wrote it down in my little journal thingy. But how do you know he's going to go through with it? Like, you don't. Because it's like, as soon as he said, "I want to see you take them," I'm like, well, shouldn't she take them after But then that's another thing. Like, well, how do I know you're going to take them if I shoot myself or you shoot me? Right? And again, I want to go back to how it doesn't make sense that they're both doing. It didn't make sense Emmett was doing this, and apparently it's revenge for what happened for Dylan treating him the way he did. But he already sort of got revenge already by tricking him into jumping in the pool and not making it. I don't know. Garth being the older brother or uncle of Dylan and getting revenge on all the friends for just letting him die, and Emmett, makes more sense than Emmett being the killer, right? Well, if that's the case, then how would Emmett why would Emmett be there? He wouldn't be invited. No, but you can say that he followed them. He followed them because he's also has a thing for Mandy, like the other guys, and he's following her to make sure she'll be okay. And so that's how it works, that they're the final two, right? But no, we went this route. It doesn't really make any sense. And on a tip of a hat, flip of a dime, she turns on him. And she's like, "Help! Garth!" And it's like he shoots him with a shotgun, and Emmett stabs him several times, but then Emmett chases Mandy around. They fall into a little ditch with nasty cow carcasses, cow bodies. Which was told in a story earlier that Garth had to put a bunch of sick cows out to the pasture. Andy does kill him, and then she runs out to Garth, and they drive away in his Jeep. And Garth thanks her for saving his life, even though she was in on it, right? And there's like a weird flashback at the end where they're on train tracks. I don't know. But that's it. That's how it ends. Yeah, I don't know. I really don't know. Yeah. Emmett being a killer doesn't make much sense. And if you're gonna have it, I don't know, it's revealed so quickly too. I just think, it doesn't make any sense to me. It's like, what? Other than he's also obsessed with Mandy. And he says it's like revenge or whatever, but like, I don't know. And if you're gonna have him go over revenge, it would make sense if he's going after all of them and he's like, "You abandoned me for them, so I'm going to take them all out and then I'm going to finish you." There you go. But it's not. Once you reveal that Mandy is part of it, you go, Okay, now you lost me because it's like I can see him going after them and her as revenge for them taking her away and her leaving him for this friend group. Got it. Then she's in on it. Don't got it. This this is revenge for bullying. Cool. I guess. I don't know. I'll give it a middle of the road. This is another one where it's one I wanted to see for a very long time. Like, the hell was the other one? Scanners was one. Or was Stiltskin? Was Stiltskin? No. Shocker. Pinocchio's Revenge was the other one. That's what it was. All kind of disappointed. This was better than Pinocchio's Revenge, though. I'll tell you that much. It's not better than Scanners because I had Cronenberg effects. So, no. So, what are your thoughts on All the Boys Love Mandy Lane? In the comments below, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for watching. I'm Scott, and I'll see you in the next one.